Welcome back to the Chatty Chairwoman. Thank you so much for stopping by, board members. Always appreciate when you have a break, a coffee break, just want to catch up on reality TV. You stop by to see the Chatty Chairwoman. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, what was the nugget that I got out of this show? It seems like Miss Sheree is going around the mountain again. We have to watch out and make sure we don't repeat old behaviors. Remember this clip in April 2013 when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta and Sheree had a therapy session with Ayala Van Zandt. And in that session, I'm going to read it because I don't want to actually play the video, copyright. And Ayala asked her, did you have a real concept of what it would be like to be loved by a man? And Sheree said, I did, but it didn't happen, referring to her ex-husband, Bob Whitfield. Then Ayala said, what did that concept of being loved by a man look like? And Sheree said, it's the same fairy tale that all women want. It is a man that loves you. It's the life, it's the picket fence, and it's the dog. And Ayala then said, when did you realize from this relationship that you have now that he was none of those things? And Sheree said this, I thought he would change. And Ayala said to her, have you ever allowed yourself to feel the shame and embarrassment of this relationship? And Sheree said, no, I've held it all in. I kept it inside because I didn't have anyone to talk to. Wow. And here we are, fast forward. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, having a counseling session with another therapist who we must also remember she talked to 4 years ago about the same guy, Tyrone. And in the first session, she told the therapist that she was dating a man and he in prison. And he wanted to confirm, you're dating a man in prison? Even her daughter, remember one of my last nuggets, said to her, you're dating a man in prison? So fast forward to the most recent episode, and Sheree is having a session with the therapist who says to her in so many words, Tyrone only stuck with you because he was in a box. He was in a box in prison and you kept him going. You were his absolute focus. So of course he's loyal. Of course he's going to tell you what you want to hear because you were keeping him going in prison. And when he got out, he wanted to keep, what was going on in terms of you are a celebrity. But it was sad to see that moment because it seems like Sheree is stuck. And I know we've all been stuck. I've been stuck. We've all been stuck. But I keep saying, man, the role women really don't know what they bring to the table, right? Sheree really doesn't know how can she capitalize on her brand, on her beauty, on the likability that people have for her, and for her to still be stuck. So what does that say? She never took the time to heal from her marriage because she's making the same mistake. Sure, the setup is different. One is in prison, but she was imprisoned in her marriage. So we want Sheree to win. So we hope that this is the turning point for Sheree, right? And that she takes the advice of the therapist and focus on her business. That would be a great thing because how do you really demonstrate that you have moved on, especially when you made a series of, you've been unfairly treated? You demonstrate that with success. So we hope Sheree has moved on and is moving to really build her brand and rebuild her emotional strength so that she can get the life she deserves. Because there's a reason why, and I'm not a therapist, I'm just talking from experience. There's a reason why she's attracting the same people and she keeps going around the mountain. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. But take a pause. Take a pause and really evaluate your decisions, Miss Sheree. We want you to win. And it's so profound to see from 2013 to 2022, it's the same conversation. And it struck me so seeing her sit there. But hopefully, as we think we've seen in the teaser, she's going to focus on her business. She's going to have a real shift. She's going to get a real team, and she won't get a team of people where the men eventually want to talk to her, you know. So hopefully she'll get a real team and be able to capitalize on all that's before her and really understand how much access she has right there in the palm of her hands. Can you imagine being on a reality TV show? Well, I would never be on a reality TV show, but because she's a brand, she can pick up the phone and call different people and have the access that many people would die for just to get things started. My mind. So hopefully she's now focused on the right thing and not the wrong thing. So we wish you well. And my only other suggestion is we need Sheree to do a crossover. We need Love Match Atlanta to match Sheree. We need her to be matched, but first she has to do some work. It was so great to see Kenya and Sheree talk business, right? It was so great to hear how Kenya is running her company and Sheree is looking for the right team to help her push out her products. So to Marlo's point that she brought up during the last round of episode, where if Candy held a meeting to teach them how to be bosses, how that would be a better win for all of the ladies on the roller, totally agree. Because the challenge is, you know, I'm always talking about it from a business perspective. I apologize. The challenge is whenever we start a business, it always feels like we start from scratch. When we should be able to turn someone who's done it and successful and be able to bend their ear and learn from them and just get one little tip that will help turn the corner for your business. So can you imagine if Sheree reached out to Candy and Candy gave her some insight on her business, or gave her a contact for somebody who would invest in her clothing line that will just make it explode, even if it was online and order by demand? That would turn Miss Sheree's life. You got to excuse Alexa, it's reminding me to exercise. Anyway, love the scene of Kenya and Sheree talking business. We need to see more of that, right? Because the women on Raw really have it going on, but we don't see enough depth. We don't see enough of their reach. We don't see enough of their footprint. So to see that was very exciting. Maybe Raw is trying to go back to its original magic. We shall see. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.